Hello my lovelies, it is time for another round of Wheel of TBR, so stay tuned. So if you watched last month's Wheel of TBR, you know that I got really backed up over May and June. So there were things from May that had rolled over to June, that rolled over to July. There were things from June that rolled over to July. And then I also got the spins for July. So there was a lot that was supposed to be read. And I did read quite a bit. So let me go over, I guess, each of those rollovers too, and let you know how I've done. So these are the books that were for May, that rolled over to June, that rolled over to July. And I can tell you, out of these three, I've only read one. Yeah. I read lots of others, but out of these particular three, I've only read one. So The Sweet Spot by Heather Hayford, I have not read. And at this point in time, it is Friday, July 23rd. I just moved my wheel. And I still have a week left to read stuff. I am aiming to try to get this done next week, so hopefully this will get completed by the end of July, but if not, it will roll over again to August. We're gonna set that right there. For Hotel Dare, graphic novel, I didn't read this one either. So again, if I don't finish it by the end of July, it's going into August. We'll stick that there. And then Ace of Shades, I did read this one. So yay, at least got one of those read. Okay, next up are the books that were for June that rolled over into July. So Sheets was one that I actually ended up finishing in June, so it didn't end up needing to roll over into July. But when I filmed my last Wheel of TBR, I hadn't read it at that point. But it has been read since. For Sky in the Deep, I did read this. This actually got finished in June as well, so it did get completed, and it didn't have to roll into July after all. And then for Itsy Bitsy Spider by Kimberly Sherson, I have not read this one. So we're gonna put that up there as well. Half Minute Horrors, which was like my anthology collection of, these were very creepy. I did read this. Really good. And then also The Savior's Champion by Jenna Morrissey. I did read this, so yay. Okay, now on to the books that I was supposed to read in July, what I actually spun in my last Wheel of TBR. So my first spin was Owl Crate, and for that I picked Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angelis, and I did read this. For one word title, I selected We by Yevgeny Zemyatin, and I have not read this, though it is a small one. I might get to it this month, but if not, it's rolling over. For Water on the Cover, I chose The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman, and I read about a third of this, and I DNF'd it. And I know some of you are probably freaking out because I know so many people love this book. But for those that have read it, I'll just say the worm with the foot thing, that did me in, and I had my most violent reaction I've ever had to a book. And I'm not going to get into it again, but I couldn't continue with this book at that point. But I am counting that complete for that challenge because I DNF'd it. Then for Cards Against My TBR Answer, I was to read On the Come Up by Angie Thomas, and I have not read this. For Food on the Cover, I was to read Well Met by Jen DeLuca, and I have read this. And for reread, I was to read The Wicked Will Rise by Danielle Page, and I haven't read this yet. Well, granted, I've read it because it was this is supposed to be a reread, but this month I haven't read it. However, this is my buddy read for next week, so it will get read this month. So I'm just gonna set that there for now too. Okay, so now for my buddy reads for the month. because there are quite a few. So hopefully I can get, well, they're same amount as always, but they're chunky ones. Hopefully I can get some of these to work for things on the wheel. We shall see. But I have The Son of Neptune. Well, actually I should say I have The Lost Hero and The Son of Neptune by Rick Riordan. These are books 1 and 2 in the Heroes of Olympus series. So I'll be reading these. Also, we'll be reading Dorothy Must Die Stories Volume 2 and A Court of Silver Flames. Very excited for this. So those are my buddy reads. And let's see, what else do I have? Also, I have the things that came up on my Cards Against My TBR that I'll see if I can fit into the wheel as well. But then I have the books that you guys voted for. Let me get, here it is. So, if you don't know, I made changes to my Have I Read It with this month. This month was my 1-year anniversary of my Have I Read It series, and I decided I wanted to change things up a bit. And instead of selecting myself which books I was going to read from that, I decided to put it to a vote. So in each, there's going to be more than one Have I Read It each month. And in each Have I Read It, you get to vote on all the books that I haven't read, which one I should read. So here are the results from that. Marty and I tallied them up earlier, and one surprised me and one did not. So these are the books from my Have I Read It number 13. And these are in order from the ones that got the least vote to the one that got the most vote. So the book with the least votes was the complete series Spike graphic novel. This was Spike 2 is what you used to vote for this one. So this one's out. That only got 1 vote. Next up was Made of Secrets by Jennifer McGowan. This only got 5 votes. Then we have what went as Spike 1. That was the Omnibus Spike. And yeah, this only got 6 votes. I was kind of surprised this didn't get more votes, but it only got 6 votes. Next up we had The Krampus Chronicles, The Three Sisters. This got 8 votes. Then The Voice on the Radio by Carolyn B. Cooney. It got 14 votes. And there was another one that sort of kind of tied with it based on just searching for the title alone. Because I asked people to vote using the title of the book. But for one of these books, a lot of people actually voted. Some people voted with the title, some people voted with the author's name. So this time I did search for the author's name as well to calculate the votes, so it ended up beating this one. These next 3 are the Cinderella children's books. We have The Golden Sandal, A Middle Eastern Cinderella Story, The Rough-Faced Girl, which is an Algonquian Cinderella, and Yixin, A Cinderella Story from China. For this, people voted just Cinderella, and I was surprised at how many votes this actually got. This got 17 votes. Now we're down to the final 2. So this next book is the one that people voted both by title or by author's names. So voting by title, it would have only gotten 14 votes. And in the future, people should just vote by title because it's hard to like go through and find the authors and all that stuff as well. Just easier to search for just one thing. Voting by title, it got 14 votes. By title and by author, it got a total of 20 votes. But what came in first place had 24 votes. So First to Die by James Patterson had 20, and Sanctuary by Carolyn Licks got 24 votes. So this will be going on my TBR this month as well. So if I can fit that in the wheel, great. Okay, so for my Have I Read It number 14, there were only 4 choices. So the first one that was knocked out, like, it got 0 votes. It actually got 2 votes to just unhaul. People just don't like it or just don't want me to read it. And that is Delirium Stories, Hannah, Annabelle, Raven, and Alex by Lauren Oliver. So this one will not be read this month. In 3rd place, we had Blood Magic with 16 votes. So there was sort of a landslide in this one. This one, I wasn't even surprised at which one won because it came up so many times. The 2nd place, it had only 29 votes, which is a lot. But 1st place had 72 votes. So in 2nd place, we have Dreamland by Robert L. Anderson. And in 1st place, we have Winter by Marissa Meyer. So I will be reading Winter this month as well. I have so many big books, oh my gosh. And I may have to like go back and refresh myself on the rest of the series because it's been years since I've read any of them. Okay, so before ever even spinning the wheel, I have 18 books, unless I can complete some of these. Well, actually I know I will. So 17 books, unless I can complete some more. Yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to read in August like I did in July because I got a lot of books read and I still have time to read more. Fingers crossed. Hopefully the wheel will be kind to me as well. Also, hold on. I have my marker. Oh, Maleficent. Oh dear. Let's put you up there. Okay. I actually do have my marker this time. Oh, you can see me. Just gonna wreck my whole setup here. Okay. Let's put this back where it was. You couldn't see me at all. I have my marker. I'm not having to search for it this time. This is just chaos. All right, let's get started with spin number 1. Treat yourself. That means I get to buy a book. Can I count something that I just bought? Ooh, actually, literally ordered a book today, but it won't be here until November. Crap, because that was a pre-order. Okay, I think I know which one I want to get. Hold on.
Yeah, not bad.
Be right back. We just lost power. Okay, we have power again, and sorry if the angle changed. I'm not sure. I think maybe it did. I think Einstein might have bumped my tripod during all that. But I don't know what happened. The whole neighborhood lost power and it was out for quite a bit. But we ate our dinner and I ordered my book. So I ordered Check Please, graphic novel by Ngozi Ukazu. And I have heard this is so good. So I ordered that. So that is what I'm going to have for Treat Yourself, and it should be here sometime in that first week of August. So we will replace that with, ooh, pet pick. I bet I could get Einstein to do a pet pick. Let's see, Mark? Oh no. That was one that had 4 on it, which means we are starting out with a bonus spin. Yeah, that did not want to wipe off quite so easily. Okay, I already swapped it out. So yes, instead of doing 6 spins, we will be doing a 7, because once I get 5, then I have to add on a spin, if you don't know. Okay, so spin number 2. A through Z. So we're going to do a random letter generator. Okay, let me hit screen record here. Okay, so it is starting out on letter R. I'm going to kind of follow Kaylani's lead where she does it 3 times and then she takes whatever letter comes up there. So we're gonna press this 1, 2, 3. Y. Wow, okay. So I need to find a book that, like, the author's name starts with a, like, first or last name, we'll say, starts with the letter Y. I don't think any of these are like that. Actually, We does work for that, but I can't use that because that's one I already have. So let me go look at my shelf over here because my shelves are in order by author's last name. So, oh my gosh, like I tripped over it again. I'm gonna go with Frankly in Love by David Yoon. Also, this has beautiful sprayed edges. So this is what I am selecting. Why am I doing this to myself? I should be picking. Do I have a graphic novel that's by? I don't think so. Hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna go with that because I don't think I can think of anything else. Oh my gosh. This is another one that has 4 on it already, which means instead of doing 7, we're gonna do 8 spins. Okay, we'll take that off and replace it with Book Outlet. So a book that I've acquired from Book Outlet. There are many. All right, spin number 3. Animal on the cover. Okay. Do any of these have an animal? Okay. Dorothy Must Die Stories, Volume 2 has a lion on the cover. We have the lion, the scarecrow, and the Tin Man all on the cover here. That is what I'm using for that one. Okay. Okay, that one does not have 4 already. Thank goodness. So we're going to put a mark there. And we will replace animal on the cover with face. So a book that has a face on the cover. Okay, so that was spin number 3. So now we're on to spin number 4. Sprayed edges. That would have worked for that one. None of my other books have sprayed edges. Okay. What do I want to read for that? Perfect. This is a graphic novel that has these beautiful black sprayed edges. And like I just got this not very long ago. I got this on my trip this summer to was it in Chicago that we got it or Minneapolis? I can't remember. But this is Fangs. It's a love story between a vampire and a werewolf. Oh, I'm seriously gonna get all of the bonus spins this time. Last month, I only had to do 6 spins. Last month, I think, was the first time I had no bonus spins. Not this time. This one also has 4, which means 9 spins. Ridiculous. Okay, replacing sprayed edges with Instagram poll. Okay, if this comes up, I will pick a couple of books and Instagram will choose which one. Actually, let me go ahead and pick some books and put it on a poll, just in case that comes up. Let's see. So I'll pick one that I'm already planning on reading, and just one random one. Okay, so I am going to pit A Court of Silver Flames against The Wrath and the Dawn, and we'll see which one wins if the Instagram poll thing comes up. If this picks, cool, that works for my wheel. If the other wins, well, then I just have to add another book. Okay, spin number 5. Book outlet. Okay, I have a lot. Okay, so this is one you'll actually see in a future haul. I literally just filmed it today. But that is The Sandman by Neil Gaiman. This is Overture. This is like volume 0 pretty much. It's like the prelude or whatever. It's a graphic novel. I've had not the best luck with Neil Gaiman so far, so I wanted to give a graphic novel of his a try and see how I go with it. Okay, put a mark on that one. We'll replace book outlet with a comedy. All right. So spin number 6. Face, okay. Does any of these have a face? Okay, The Lost Hero actually has 3 faces. So I'm going to count this. Okay, we will mark that. And replace face with Cards Against My TBR question. So if this comes up, it's just one of the things that I picked for my Cards Against My TBR game. I do question cards and answer cards, and so it's one that I selected for my question cards. Spin number 7. Wow, okay. I feel like we're getting a lot of the same spots. I need to check the balance of this again. Okay, for that one, I'm going to select Willow. This was for the question card. Everyone is staring at you because you're Willow. So let me mark that. Oh, we're back up to 4 on this one. Please don't land on it again. We will replace that with Gifted. So this is a book that somebody gifted to me. Spin number 8. Have I read it? Oh, okay. So I will be picking Sanctuary for my Have I Read It one. Perfect. That has no lines on it either, so yay. Okay, so I don't end up crap. I just remembered, I don't mark on my bonus spins so that I don't accumulate more bonus spins, so I've actually marked on a couple that I'm not supposed to. So I'm not supposed to mark that one. That was number 8. Number 7. What was the last thing? Oh, this. Okay. All right, so those are the only ones I'm supposed to take off. Okay, but we do still replace these. So replacing my Have I Read It with series. That's just either I can start a new series or continue a series. So this is my final spin. Spin number 9. Wild card. Pick a book I don't know much about. Okay, I don't really know much of anything about this book. I've had it for quite some time, and the back doesn't really tell me a whole lot. I just know that my friend Clint really likes this author, so I had gotten it, and it's a chunk or two. Okay, we'll replace Wild Card with Blurred, and that is a book that was blurred by an author that I like. Okay, so here is what I have to read for my, let me see if I can hold them all. Okay, I tried, I can't hold them all. These are all the books, now they're mixed up, from my wheel, from my Cards Against My TBR, from my buddy reads, plus any of these here that I don't finish by the end of this month. So that is my TBR up to this point, but I do have actually a couple more things that I need to add on, or I need to tell you about at least. So let me, where's my, I lost my notebook. This video is a mess, sorry. Yeah. Okay, so for my TBR Knockout, the theme for August is back to school. So my two prompts for that was, one is read a nonfiction, and for that I will be reading Black Cats and Four-Leaf Clovers, The Origins of Old Wives' Tales and Superstitions in Our Everyday Lives by Harry Oliver. And then for prompt number 2, read a book with a school setting. Do any of these have a school setting? Ooh, so I'll be reading Faith Taking Flight by Julie Murphy. And this, there is a thing about this new designer drug infiltrating her high school. So school setting, there we go. That's what I'll be reading for that. And then for Buzzword, we have time of day. So since Instagram poll didn't come up, I think what I'm just gonna do is I am going to add The Wrath in the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh as well. And this is going to work for my time of day because dawn. All right, so that is my entire TBR. So have you guys read any of these books? Did you like them? Did you not? Comment down below and let me know. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye!